Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. If you're going through hell, keep going. We make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. Never, never, never give up. Courage is what it takes to stand up and speak. Courage is also what it takes to sit down and listen. Attitude is a little thing that makes a big difference. To improve is to change. To be perfect is to change often. You have enemies? Good. That means you've stood up for something, sometime in your life. The pessimist sees difficulty in every opportunity. The optimist sees the opportunity in every difficulty. Kites rise highest against the wind, not with it. It is not enough that we do our best. Sometimes we must do what is required. History will be kind to me, for I intend to write it. Continuous effort, not strength or intelligence, is the key to unlocking our potential. Success consists of going from failure to failure without loss of enthusiasm. A lie gets halfway around the world before the truth has a chance to get its pants on. I am an optimist. It does not seem too much use being anything else. You will never reach your destination if you stop and throw stones at every dog that barks. The price of greatness is responsibility. The farther backward you can look, the farther forward you are likely to see. A pessimist sees the difficulty in every opportunity. An optimist sees the opportunity in every difficulty. Out of intense complexities, intense simplicities emerge. Success is stumbling from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm. In war, resolution; in defeat, defiance; in victory, magnanimity. Personally, I am always ready to learn, although I do not always like being taught. We shape our dwellings, and afterwards our dwellings shape us. Never hold discussions with the monkey when the organ grinder is in the room. The greatest lesson in life is to know that even fools are right sometimes. Criticism may not be agreeable, but it is necessary. It fulfills the same function as pain in the human body. It calls attention to an unhealthy state of things. I never worry about action, but only inaction. Healthy citizens are the greatest asset any country can have. The truth is incontrovertible. Malice may attack it, ignorance may deride it, but in the end, there it is. The empires of the future are the empires of the mind. In war, you can only be killed once, but in politics, many times. It is no use saying, "We are doing our best." You have got to succeed in doing what is necessary. There is nothing wrong with change if it is in the right direction. A joke is a very serious thing. When the eagles are silent, the parrots begin to jabber. All the great things are simple, and many can be expressed in a single word. Freedom, justice, honor, duty, mercy, hope. You must put your head into the lion's mouth if the performance is to be a success. We sleep safely at night because rough men stand ready to visit violence on those who would harm us. One ought never to turn one's back on a threatened danger and try to run away from it. If you do that, you will double the danger. The best argument against democracy is a 5-minute conversation with the average voter. I have nothing to offer but blood, toil, tears, and sweat. A nation that forgets its past has no future. We shall draw from the heart of suffering itself the means of inspiration and survival. Courage is rightly esteemed the first of human qualities, because it has been said, it is the quality which guarantees all others. I am prepared to meet my Maker. Whether my Maker is prepared for the great ordeal of meeting me is another matter. There is something about the outside of a horse that is good for the inside of a man. It is a mistake to try to look too far ahead. The chain of destiny can only be grasped one link at a time. This is no time for ease and comfort. It is time to dare and endure. We are masters of the unsaid words, but slaves of those we let slip out. To jaw is always better than to war. Broadly speaking, short words are best, and the old words, when short, are best of all. There is no time for ease and comfort. It is the time to dare and endure. Do not let spacious plans for a new world divert your energies from saving what is left of the old. For myself, I am an optimist. It does not seem to be much use being anything else. You create your own universe as you go along. Solitary trees, if they grow at all, grow strong. It is wonderful what great strides can be made when there is a resolute purpose behind them. In the course of my life, I have often had to eat my words, and I must confess that I have always found it a wholesome diet. A small lie needs a bodyguard of bigger lies to protect it. If we are together, nothing is impossible. If we are divided, all will fail. I like pigs. Dogs look up to us. Cats look down on us. Pigs treat us as equals. Those who can win a war well can rarely make a good peace, and those who could make a good peace would never have won the war. It is a fine thing to be honest, but it is also very important to be right. You ask, what is our aim? I can answer in one word. It is victory. Victory at all costs. Victory in spite of all terrors. Victory however long and hard the road may be. A love for tradition has never weakened a nation. Indeed, it has strengthened nations in their hour of peril. The problems of victory are more agreeable than those of defeat, but they are no less difficult. There is no limit to the ingenuity of man if it is properly and vigorously applied under conditions of peace and justice. Great and good are seldom the same man. We are still masters of our fate. We are still captains of our souls. War never pays its dividends in cash on the money it costs. This is not the end. This is not even the beginning of the end, but it is perhaps the end of the beginning. The most beautiful voice in the world is that of an educated Southern woman. If you have an important point to make, don't try to be subtle or clever. Use a pile driver. When you have to kill a man, it costs nothing to be polite. To each, there comes in their lifetime a special moment when they are figuratively tapped on the shoulder and offered the chance to do a very special thing, unique to them and their talents. Every day you may make progress, every step may be fruitful, yet there will stretch out before you an ever-lengthening, ever-ascending, ever-improving path. Everyone has his day, and some days last longer than others. The only guide to a man is his conscience. The only shield to his memory is the rectitude and sincerity of his actions. There is no such thing as a good tax. We must beware of needless innovation, especially when guided by logic. Victory at all costs, victory in spite of all terror, victory however long and hard the road may be. An appeaser is one who feeds a crocodile, hoping it will eat him last. A fanatic is one who can't change his mind and won't change the subject. In defeat, unbeatable; in victory, unbearable. This report, by its very length, defends itself against the risk of being read. The best way to destroy the capitalist system is to debauch the currency. The inherent vice of capitalism is the unequal sharing of blessings. The inherent virtue of socialism is the equal sharing of miseries. Meeting Franklin Roosevelt was like opening your first bottle of champagne. Knowing him was like drinking it. I like things to happen, and if they don't happen, I like to make them happen. Ending a sentence with a preposition is something up with which I will not put. We are all worms, but I do believe that I am a glowworm. I have taken more out of alcohol than alcohol has taken out of me. Writing a book is an adventure. To begin,